Join my fight.
Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to walk you guys through some Rogue Mage 2v2, this time versus Restoration Druid and Survival Hunter. Now this is a comp we fight all of the time, and just to be honest with you guys, it's very, very, very difficult, and I'm just showing you guys one of our wins to get you guys in the mindset of if you're going to win, maybe how it's going to look. But just to nod to the opposition, this is hard, right? This is a hard matchup. I am playing Searing Touch. This is pretty much the build I'm playing always with Rogue Mage 2s, and I'm playing with Wildfire and Blaster Master traits for the most part, and I don't have Sinister's Gladiator Maledict on this guy yet. Actually, at the time of recording this video, I didn't, but I did get one now, so thumbs up. This is one of my alt mages. Here we are in Tiger's Peak Arena. I'm playing with Q-Fiend, aka Mage, and we're playing a Sub-Fire. Like I said, this is a very, very difficult matchup, but I'm going to walk you guys through this game where we did actually manage to score a kill. So right off the bat, I could go Invis and maybe look for the Hunter or the Druid, or I could hold my Invis for a little bit later in the match to go for a complete reset. We'll kind of see what I do here. I decided to just line of sight on the pillar and wait for the Hunter to open. So as the Hunter opens, I'm trying to get the Hunter in a position where it's not advantageous for the Druid, so we can get the Hunter into a smoke bomb. Near a pillar is okay. If I wanted to run him like far into the room, I just don't want to be like, I don't want to be running the Hunter to the Druid. Now the Druid's not out yet, so the first thing I want to do is target the Hunter and put my focus onto the Druid as soon as he pops out. And in these videos, guys, I want to talk about everything I'm doing in these walkthroughs. I've been getting a lot of comments saying like, could you do like mindset videos on exactly what you're thinking about? Like, yes, guys, that's all of these videos. I really, really, really want you guys to think about, you know, every single step along the way. So I get stunned. I'm thinking about I could Trinket Temp this if he pops a lot of cooldowns. If my rogue peels immediately and bombs, I could just Trinket, or I could sit this and we could do a bit slower opener. Depending on kind of what happens here. I do decide to Trinket Temp because there are some cooldowns. The kidney shot lands on the Druid. I sheep the pet and I ring the Druids. Now this opener, guys, is a little complex, right? I'm gonna go through this again. Rewind. Trinket Temp immediately. Nova. Target the pet. Kidney shot the Druid. Sheep the pet immediately, so we cannot pet sack in the opener. Sheep the pet. Boom. We blink, ring the Druid. Boom. Turn my camera. We land the ring on the Druid, the sheep on the pet, and then boom, throw the meteor onto the Hunter. So, sheep, ring, meteor, right? Sheep, pet, ring, Druid, meteor, Hunter. Once the meteor lands, I'm going to use combustion here. The reason I'm using combust is because the pet is sheeped and he cannot counter it with pet sack. If I did not get the sheep on the pet, I would not combustion to try to bait the pet sack. But in this case, it's really good to use the combust, get the value when I can, because we did manage that cross CC. If the Hunter Trinket turtles, that's a good opener, but we can go through because we still have the ring into the sheep, into the blind, into the duel, onto the Druid. If he doesn't Trinket turtle, we should get a lot more cooldowns, maybe a Trinket skin from the Druid or something. So this should be a lot of cooldowns one way or the other. We'll see what we actually get here. So it's going to be Trinket turtle from the Hunter. We're going to go ahead and run the pet into the ring. So now the pet went from a full sheep to a half ring, and then the Druid went from a full ring to a half sheep. Now this, guys, is picture perfect, right? We got the ring into the sheep, we got the sheep into the ring, we have the Hunter still controlled, he Trinket turtled, so now after this go, we're trying to get one more sheep onto the Druid, into a blind, into a duel, hopefully. So hopefully that's how it's going to look here. We're going to now sheep the Druid one more time, he Trinkets, and duel him, perfect. During that time, we also got the pet sack coming out from the Hunter, which is pretty good. So now they have no trinkets, no pet sack, and no turtle. So we can pretty much win next go. We're not going to win here because the Hunter's 80% life. He's on stun DR, and I used all my damage already, right? I only have one Fire Blast. Don't have much damage beside that. The best thing I can do is cast a Greater Pyro to force some type of pressure and to make the Hunter feel like he's scared, but I really don't have that much, right? So we're kind of essentially waiting for the next diminishing return, which is 17 seconds here on the Druid, 7 seconds here on the stun on the Hunter, and 7 seconds for the stun here. And then once we get the DR, we'll set up perfectly again. Hopefully have enough damage to kill. If not, it might be 2 more goes if we force something like a skin, or if he's full pre-hots, or if he pre-bears it and I don't have Ring of Frost yet off cooldown. So there's a lot that could happen, or we could win next go if we get like 2 graders off in a go, or some type of, get the hunter to 80%, 70%, 60%, and then go something like that. But we're not going to be able to kill a hunter 100 to 0 unless we have Meteor, Combustion, or maybe like every single rogue cooldown. But it looks like we used a lot in the opener, so we might need a Greater Pyro to actually land this kill. Well, we landed one Greater Pyro there, trying to get off a second. Use that Living Bomb to try to keep him a bit lower. Dragon's Breath, and he gets Skin and Full Hots. Now I can Spell Steal the Hots, right, to keep myself alive. Now that you got Skin and Full Hots, we're not going to kill. We're not going to kill. But it's good that we got the Skin and the Hots while they're still on DR, because guess what? We had to wait anyway. We had to wait 8 more seconds before we could go, and he Skin Hotted. So it's almost like we had to wait. Now we skinned. He kind of wasted the skin there, right? So now they have no trinkets, no skin, no turtle, no pet sack, no anything. 20 seconds till Meteor. We still want to keep the pressure up. I have Ice Block available, so we could Ice Block now, or we could wait for the Cauterize, then Ice Block afterwards. Kind of either way it works. He does Maledict on the Cot, gets so low. And guys, this is why it's a hard matchup, right? This is why it's hard. This game has gone awesome. So well. We got the cross CC. We got the cooldowns. They didn't necessarily even play as defensively perfect as they could. Now, no shots fired. These guys played well, but they could have played even better defensively, right? With the skin timing, with defensive usage at the start, he could have Trinket turtled earlier. Like they could have done even better. But look at this. We're almost gonna lose this game, and we have played this. This game has gone perfect, and it's still this hard. So that's what I said at the start of this video, guys. This is just a hard matchup, right? If you're going to win, it might look something like this. But this is going to be hard, even if you're playing stellar and the enemy team is messing up. So keep that in mind when you're fighting a comp like this. It's not like, oh, well, Xaryu beats it every time. Like, no, we definitely lose this quite a bit. So Maledict falls off for 4% life. We're running behind the pillar. As soon as that caught procs, boom, we're going to block. So now, this is pretty much our last go, right? We have Meteor coming up in 6 seconds. We have our third Fire Blast charge coming up in 1 second. With Meteor and triple Fire Blast, we should be able to kill the Hunter. So it all comes down to getting this next go. In our favor, we also have Battlefield Focus that proc 22 stacks here up onto Molly Martian. So once we get the Kitty on the Druid into the Polymorph, with the Fire Blast with the Meteor, Pyros coming in. I have a Dragon's Breath available for the Druid as well. So just kind of looking at my cooldowns. I can maybe even pop Temp to sustain just a little bit. And we should be able to win this game if we set it up perfect. So, let's see what happens. Hunter Feign Death, Kidney Shot on the Druid. We're going to Ring of Frost the Druid. We're going to turn our camera, throw a Fire Blast out, throw the Meteor out, throw the Living Bomb out. Pyroblast, Fire Blast, and kill the Pyro. Boom. Let me replay that just one more time. 34% life in the Ice Block. No trinkets, no pet sack, no skin, no hots. Rogues and Stealth. Runs over to the Druid. Kidney Shot Druid. We come out, Ring of Frost Druid, turn the camera, Fire Blast while we're Ring of Frosting, because you can Fire Blast while casting, right? So you Fire Blast while Ring of Frosting, okay? As soon as that Ring of Frost lands, boom, Meteor, Pyro, Fire Blast, Pyro, guy dies. Every cooldown, right? Once again, guys, this is definitely not the easiest matchup, right? Definitely not the easiest matchup. But if you're going to win, it's going to look something like this. You're going to force trinkets. You're going to do maybe a second go, force a skin, a turtle, a pet sack, and a third go, you're going to have to win, or you're dead, right? You're not going to live very long against a survival hunter. He puts up crows. He has your pet. He puts up some bleeds, poisons. You're pretty much dead in 10 seconds, right? So it's going to be very, very difficult to actually survive in a long game against this. Now, so what the enemy team, I guess, should have done, and I don't say this because I don't want to be picking on these guys specifically, but I did see some comments down below saying, like, let us know what the enemy team could have maybe done against you, because some people were like, wow, well, what could they have even done there? Like, so if that's your mindset, the Hunter Trinket Deterrence, he could have done Trinket Deterrence at higher life, right? The Pet Sack came out in between to go. So the Pet Sack came out at a pretty suboptimal time because, one, it wasn't on combustion, and then two, he wasn't really going to die anyway. He was 70% life. What's he pet sacking? I have no Fire Blast, I have no Pyros, I have nothing that could even crit, so that basically there was no value coming out from the Roar of Sacrifice. And then three, this timing of the skin was a little bit I think the Druid should always try to pair his Trinket with skin as well, so it should be like either the Hunter Trinket Turtles at full life, or the Druid Trinket Skin Overgrowths, the Hunter at full life. One or the other, but not wait, low HP, and then Trinket Turtle, and then have to Trinket anyway, and then just get dueled on your Trinket, and then all of a sudden, in between the goes, you skin and pet sack, then die the next go, right? So it's all about timing the defensive cooldowns. If they time their defensive cooldowns a little bit better, they live 10 more seconds, then they win this game. So that's all it would take from their end. We finish off the Druid, of course. Here's the damage breakdown. MMR is around 2200-ish MMR. Since it's a new season, guys, the MMR hasn't inflated yet. If you're wondering, like, wait, last season you were playing at 2800, why are you 2200 now? The MMR takes a bit to inflate back to the previous season when the season resets. But I've been doing a lot of these Rogue Mage breakdowns, guys. Been doing a lot of these Rogue Mage breakdowns. I have some more footage against Rogue Mage versus Priest Mage, Rogue Mage versus that Hunter or the DK Druid, and then I have Rogue Mage versus maybe 1 or 2 more. If you guys want more Rogue Mage breakdowns on how to fight pretty much every single matchup, definitely be sure to let me know down below in the comments. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs down. Talk to me down below in the comments, as always, about what type of videos you guys want to see in the future. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guys. I'll have it linked down below or on the screen somewhere. Instagram/XaryuLOL. I've been doing daily pictures, posts, stories, when these videos are going live, when I'm streaming live on Twitch, some workout stuff, mindset stuff, nutrition, blah, blah, blah. If you guys want to, definitely follow me over there on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.